Growing up, we had a backyard basketball hoop, and I would always watch my dad coach my friends. When I was still a baby, he gave me a basketball to play with. Ever since then, my dad took me to play basketball. He took me to go coach with him. And from then on, I just fell in love with the game. I went to Gallaudet University for the deaf. Ever since then, I have been coaching, I would say, from age 5 to 18 years old at the Deaf Club. The last 5 years have been really successful. I had a child when I was 17, and my son is 16 now, and he obviously loves basketball. So that is a big reason why I still continue on this path.
I have always looked up to my dad. He always makes me a better player. If it were not for him, I would not be the same player that I am today.
I remember when I was 17 and was a young new dad, and I had the choice of playing for a Division II team or walking into a Division I team. I chose my son over basketball. It was a very tough decision. Some may say I had to throw away my dream, but I told myself that things would turn around.
If my dad and I were to play one-on-one, I would have to say, of course, I think I would beat my dad. Before now, my dad would always destroy me when we played, and I could never beat him. But now, I am better than him and can beat him.
So does coaching relax your nerves before you have to play?
Yeah, every coach tends to feel nervous.
Are you ready for the next game? Are you ready to play?
Yeah, I hope so.
My dad's been the champion of the tournament for 3 years and lost 3. But altogether, he'd had 6 tournaments, and I always go. It is always a huge opportunity for me to study the players and learn from them. There are so many deaf players, so you don't have to feel like the only one.
How's the community in Seattle? Is it easy to put together a team? Do you guys all know each other?
Oh yeah, it was pretty easy. Most of them were from Washington. Only one of them was from California.
Each player from Canada team comes for a different city. I have 5 players who come from Montreal, 4 from Toronto, 1 from Halifax.
How did you guys get here? It's a long way from Nebraska. Was it expensive?
Most of the players flew here. I traveled here with friends in my car.
It's interesting. How do you feel as a woman? I see you have a woman with you, coaching men. I thought that was awesome.
Oh yeah, my men really respect me too. Even as a woman, as a deaf woman, and as a coach. So I have a great team. It's just a great experience. He's a great player. He's like an awesome leader. He's a great person in general. Before, yeah, we had some issues before, but now, you know, we're working together, we're playing together. We got 3rd place. So I want him on the U.S. team because he's a great leader and a really good person overall. So we're working together, we're trying to make a lot of agreements, trying to be like the same and make the same decisions. We're trying to support each other and become better.
My dad and uncle and I are going to Taiwan for the World of Deaf Basketball Championships, where 16 countries will all gather. It is a huge honor to be picked along with my dad. And it's the first time in history that both a father and son play on the same team. So it's a huge honor to play for our country.
Really, if you look at the Special Olympics, you'll notice that they've received a lot of recognition by the NBA, WNBA, NFL, and a range of famous celebrities that have acknowledged the Special Olympics. Since they've been recognized, they've been receiving a great deal of funding. Therefore, they're able to afford a variety of expenses. Now, we're in need. The process is going well. We have about 3 more weeks until training camp begins. We'll try to get more money. About 20,000 more, 15,000 more. We need it for travel, airplane tickets, hotel stays. I'm hoping that'll be coming. Hoping. Praying.
So what does it mean to have this event tonight? One word, awesome. All of the deaf community come together and watch us play as one team, so I think it's a pretty cool experience for me. Is this the year that the U.S. wins it all? I believe so, yes. Why? Because we pick the right players. We find the chemistry, they play together. I think we will win the gold. This is a golden team. We have inside players, we have shooters, we have guards, we have wonderful coaches and staff. I think we should win this year. I don't have to explain the basic fundamentals to them. They all know what to do. They all know. So I believe we will win the gold. I think with that, the right coaches we have, fantastic coaches. Practice has been looking good. So I feel confident we will win the gold. If we're not, we're gonna stay in Taiwan. I don't wanna go back. We could lose, but we beat ourselves, that's all.
Hello， 各位观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎由台体运传透过体技运动网一起来收看第4届世界听障篮球锦标赛的现场直播。今天转播工作将由我卢一安以及待会另一名主播马玉龙为大家做实况转播的服务。
The USA has always been the basketball leader of the world. We've been at the top, and when you think of basketball, you automatically associate it with the US.
马上把比数追平，4-4。
Lithuania has been together almost 15 years. They lost to USA in 1997 by 60 points, and then the next tournament they lost by 40 points.
4秒就要结束上半场。
They have been working hard to up their game and have been slowly improving.
我们来看一次这一球的空中的灌篮。
空中直接就把球，美国跟立陶宛在这一场第4届世界听障篮球锦标赛男子组冠军赛的最后10分钟，裁判是吹了美国队的犯规。
Lithuania, they were the better team.
罚球分到了底线。
Not because of their talent, but because of their years of playing together. They have a lot of international experience.
会有1周练习。
They played together in past Olympics and past World Championships, so their chemistry made them into a better team, not better talent. Our U.S. team, they're really talented. We probably could have won, but they had more advantages because of experience. Again, we could have had better players. We have many great players here, but they couldn't come because they couldn't fundraise enough money.
These USA players from all different states came together to prepare in only 1 week, while other countries have been practicing together for a year, and others almost 10 years, which makes them remarkably more prepared, yet we still almost won the final game. We have only lost 1 game out of the 7 times we've played Lithuania, with this year being the only time we've lost.
Lithuania just won a gold medal. Each individual will receive $45,000 for the next 4 years. In addition, everything is paid for. For me, I work hard to get sponsors and fundraisers for my team. In the end, I just get a medal. That's the difference.
Being able to play with my dad was amazing, and joining the USA team meant that I am one of the top 12 deaf players in the US. It was a higher level than I had experienced before, and I really enjoyed it.
I think that game and that experience really opened his eyes to solidifying his commitment, increasing his knowledge, gaining experience, and realizing that he cannot take anything for granted.
My father had sacrificed many opportunities to become a father when I was born. Even though I wasn't responsible for my dad's decisions at that age, I still feel that I need to make it up to him.
My advice to young athletes would be to work harder. Don't give up, keep going, and chase your dreams. You will come across obstacles and frustrations, but don't let it stop you. As for me, I will increase my training. I will still get up at 5:30 in the morning and work out and shoot more. Hopefully this year will not be my last year playing internationally, but I told myself I would be back for payback in 2017 in Turkey. I promised myself that would be my last trip as a player, but I will continue to go and support the USA team always.